doing, Farrier?
So you're not going to tie the knot?
No, not for a while at least.
Poor soul. Maybe someday she'll find happiness.
And some man will lose his.
Isn't there anyone else who could cast an eye in her direction?
Well, it might be that Carter Farrier may be feeling a bit lonely pretty soon here.
What?
Well, I just don't get it. He went out 3 times last night with his backpack for some reason after curfew.
Well, maybe he was just doing some midnight studying in the Commons. I mean, it ought to be really peaceful at that time.
No. I think he was taking something out of his room. The shades were closed, so I couldn't see anything more.
Well, they're open now.
Get back, he'll see you. That's no ordinary look.
Yeah, it's the look on Carter's face. That's never ordinary.
That's the look a man gives when he's afraid someone might be watching him.
You're going crazy being cooped up in here.
Hey, Brian, give me that camera that's in the middle drawer there.
Trouble. I can smell it.
He's cleaning out his backpack. And he's wrapping up some swords.
So what? Do you know how many nerds bring swords with them to college?
Yeah, but how many of them use them to chop up their roommate?
Okay, dude, seriously, you're starting to freak me out. I can't believe you're actually considering a freshman to have committed murder in his dorm room.
Well, why not?
In full view of everyone to see from these windows? You don't think a murderer would hide everything behind his blinds?
Well, I think he would have, but he...
Look, for all you know, there's something more sinister going on in those Kate's windows over there.
What? Oh. No comment.
Let's start from the beginning. Tell me everything you saw.
I'm gonna call Patrick Doyle.
Who?
A junior, a good friend of mine. He's a prefect. I don't expect you to understand being good friends with a law enforcer.
There could have been a million explanations for what you saw.
Well, don't tell me he's another Aaron Langley freshman performing magic tricks for anyone to enjoy who happens to be looking out their window at 3 in the morning.
But in full view of 20 blessed Sarin windows, no one would be stupid enough to commit a murder.
Well, you think I'm making all this up?
No, I just think there's probably a perfectly good explanation for all of this.
Like what?
Like Carter Farrier took his roommate, who resigned from TAC yesterday, to the airport last night.
What?
You heard me. His roommate left TAC and he took him to the airport.
What time?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. I think that was about time I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm. Feel a little foolish?
Not yet. Who said they left then?
The prefect of the wing, David Langley, and 2 students hanging out in the commons. Carter Farrier went to the airport last night.
Well, how would they know where he was going?
He told Dave Langley what he'd be doing, so he could leave early at 6. All the witnesses agree. They jive to the letter.
I see. Well, this Dave Langley is a very convenient fellow. What? Well, what good's his information? Did anyone actually see his roommate leave the building?
I hate to remind you of this, but this all started because you said he murdered his roommate. Did you actually see him murder his roommate?
No. Are you? What are you trying to do? Are you interested in solving this case, or making me look like a fool?
Well, if possible, both.
Well, do a good job of it. Go over there and search Carter's room. We must be knee-deep in evidence.
I can't do that.
Well, not right now, but maybe when he goes to class or something. You know, whatever he doesn't know won't hurt him.
I couldn't do that even if he wasn't there. I'm a prefect. I'm not a police with a warrant. And a police officer couldn't either, because all I've got is your story. I'm not allowed to invade his privacy. I'd have to take it to a higher power.
Well, then do it. Tell Mr. Kane.
I already did. And he confirmed it. Carter Ferrier told the administration that he was taking his roommate, who was already sick of TAC life, to the airport the following morning at 6 a.m. But I'll check on his story some more, I guess.
Forget his story. Find his suitcase. His roommate's in it. Has anyone called his parents?
He was an independent living in his own apartment in Salem. And, oh, that reminds me. I pulled this out of Carter Ferrier's box yesterday. Addressed from Salem, it says, "Arrived okay. Thanks for all the help, roomie. Keep in touch. Signed, Alex."
Now, that Alex, that's,
His roommate from his hometown. Anything I can get for you, Jeff?
You might send me a good prefect.
Man, I cannot wait until you can get your own food. Any new developments?
Oh, Ferrier's up to something suspicious. Take a look. Oh, bless your soul, Brian. Boy, this looks good.
So, what's he doing?
I think he's looking at his roommate's belongings. Look at that. Does that look like something a best bud roommate does with his roommate stuff while he's gone?
Well, no, but apparently he was good enough buddies with him to take him to the airport.
That's just what I'm saying. From everything I've seen, he'd be the last person his roommate would ask to do a favor. The whole idea of them being best buds just doesn't tie in with their actions. Thanks for all the help, roomie. Keep in touch, Alex.
Where do you suppose he chopped him up? The bathroom shower. That's the only place he could have sopped up all the blood. Well, maybe he's just taking inventory of the stuff he has to send to Alex.
Well, how about this? Why in the world would Alex be in such a hurry to leave that he leaves all of his things behind? When he has no need for haste except that he doesn't like the place. I mean, look at him. He's not taking inventory. He's just wondering how much he can make of that wallet right there.
His wallet?
That's right.
How do you know it's his?
Go ahead, look. You think he'd be ogling his own wallet like that?
Jeff, no man leaves without his wallet. I mean, really absent-minded, then a cell phone maybe, but not his wallet. I mean, he'd have trouble even getting on the plane.
Look at that.
What is it?
It's a scapular.
There's something really wrong here, Jeff.
Well, I got an idea to know for sure. Give me a pen and paper.